Hello, hello there, friends. I hope all of you are having a beautiful Sunday. It's a bit overcast here, but man, oh man, did we have a gorgeous day yesterday. I got out and rode my bike, and that really does make me feel happy. It makes me kind of have an uplifted spirit. I don't know what it is. Well, I do. It's physical activity is just very, very good for you, especially if you are if you might be kind of blue or, going into the winter season, which I don't like. So, any kind of physical going, doing, working in the yard, that kind of thing sure is riding your bike is very, very beneficial. We've got a couple new Traveler's Notebook journals to put into the shop today. Now, this week is Thanksgiving, of course, on Thursday. That means that I will be going to the post office tomorrow, which is Monday. That way, if I get things mailed off tomorrow, then you should have your journals by this coming weekend. So just a reminder that if you guys want a journal this week, to please get your orders in. Like today is Sunday, I'll be going Monday morning. So, anything that an order that gets placed today, Sunday, will be shipped off tomorrow, guys. Life is a beautiful ride, and yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes we have to kind of tweak our perception and discover that there are so many beautiful things in life. This says, oh, so beautiful. I love the way that turned out. You've got a lot of things in this Traveler's Notebook to play with. There are art trading circles, hand-painted items, hand-finished items. There are art trading cards, art trading coins. There are pieces of advertising. I really love this piece of advertising here. It's from Kentucky Tourism, and it is Hatfield and McCoy Historic Tours, as well as the Loretta Lynn Home Place Tour. Loretta Lynn is, she is probably one of my most admired women. She really did establish herself. Now, it's true that her husband Doolittle, she called him Do, did have, he had like that kind of marketing savvy that, that was just a different time, y'all. You could get out and by putting your nose to the grindstone and doing the right things and promoting yourself. You didn't need an agent. You didn't need like a company to promote you. You didn't need sponsorships. You could go out and do the whole thing yourself. If you've never seen the movie Coal Miner's Daughter, it is and I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it. It's a can-do attitude. And, Loretta Lynn still has that can-do attitude. She's been met with a lot of hardship, a lot of, she lost her son. Those kinds of things are just so sad for a person. But she has managed to keep herself in the public eye by working with current artists. I know that Kid Rock absolutely adores her, and I think that's really super cool. We have all kinds of altered text pages in here. My mission from now to the end of the year is to not purchase any more books. I might purchase a paper pad or two, but I am very committed to using the books that I have on my shelf. I'm looking at about 15, and I want to work my way through those. So at the beginning of the year, I can just have, I can go to Book Bundler or go to my public library and just purchase, new books to work with, which is, it used to not be a thing, because you were able to go to the thrift store or, go to the library and not have to have your temperature checked and wear a mask. And, just in the times where things were a little freer, then it was easier to acquire acquire new books. I did purchase from Book Bundler, which I really did love, and I do recommend that company. Very professional, very extremely high quality books, and a wonderful price point as well. But I am, you know, I'm the use what you have girl, and so I am attempting to really stash dive and use exactly what I have. I have very, very much enjoyed the process of altering text pages. It's fun to paint, to add, you know, I've been adding like washi tape to text pages. I've been cutting text pages, stamping text pages, just doing all kinds of things. I've been using different techniques. If you're interested, my Patreon site usually has tutorials about altering stuff, because basically that's pretty much what I do. I really do like to have I like to use handmade, homemade, put together things for my books. You know, no printables, no things that you might find in another book. I really do like to be, you know, as close to the use what you have, make it do kind of mentality as possible. So there we go. Life is a beautiful ride. And like I was talking about, I did get to ride my bike yesterday. I was very happy about that. I did just ride around the block because the Capitol Trail on Saturdays and Sundays is very, very crowded. So I did not ride the Capitol Trail yesterday. We've got some kitty cats, and, you know, we love our kitty cats. All of us have them. Well, I don't have them, but I have friends that love them, and both of my kids have. My older son has Neil, and he is an absolute stellar beauty. And Corey and Carolyn have Moog Mingo, and they love their kitty cats. This has a gorgeous bead spawn. I've been doing bead spawns a little differently. Also, I did want to point out that I, again, using what I have, this piece of fabric was kind of upside down to use on this book. So what I did, you guys, was I just pieced the fabric together here. So I got a nice, big piece of fabric that I could use on this 5x7 Traveler's Notebook. So let's take a look in here and see what we have. Don't discount your hairy paper clips, of course. That's where your fiber and your fabric are for these books. We always start with that 3x3 mini book that can be, you know, it can be a glue book. It can be, I really like the way these pockets came out, y'all. I thought that those were super cool. It can be a glue book. It can be, you know, a journal. It can be something that you stick in your pocket and you turn into a nature journal if you hike. This was a technique that I really did like, and I want to, sometimes as I'm slamming things down and painting and not being very mindful about it, I discover these really cool new techniques. Now, this was a stencil that I used, of course, painting a credit card on, but it's shiny. It has just the coolest texture to it. And I used some clear gesso just because I had it. I did not buy clear gesso. I just had it in my drawer. And I thought, you know, that would be fun to just kind of experiment with something like that. You have very nice big pieces of fabric to work with. And of course, you know, I really do try to curate these pages, you know, make the colors go together, the textures go together, the design go together. I think that that is, you know, very, very fun to do. So every page or every few pages should have a story. Was crazy to use this quilty. This is actually wrapping paper, and it's vintage wrapping paper that I cut apart so we could use it in our books. Another technique with that clear gesso, it was just really a lot of fun to play with. Relax on Cave Run in Moorhead, Kentucky. As I'm ordering my travel brochures, I am really taking myself on an adventure and reading the brochures and getting a sense of the locales, the destinations, the cities, the states, the the quirks of each state. We live in the South, so a lot of states are producing moonshine now. Chris does play at a distillery where they produce moonshine, and we have a couple bottles downstairs because when he plays at wineries and breweries and distilleries, he always buys some of the product and he brings it home. And I think that is that's a very good relationship to establish with a place that he is playing. It's really super cool. So I'm having like a bit of an adventure as I am processing the brochures. And that's what I encourage you guys to do, to read the brochures and then really, plan to visit that place when we can visit. Again, we aren't going places, we aren't doing a lot of things, but what a joy it is to just be able to watch TV. This is an example of a little curated piece. You can tell that this is purple planets right here, and this is a purple and black swatch of fabric. So you could put those two things together and really make a lovely piece. So I just encourage you to look at your maps, look at your travel brochures, take a look at those wonderful catalogs that they send you, and imagine yourself going to these places. Imagine yourself being able to visit. We can still get in a car and go somewhere, but it is, it's tricky. It's tricky to stop and have lunch and things like that. But that is just a part of what's happening right now. Do we know that maybe this is just our new normal? And I know that phrase is way overused, and I know that some of you are rolling your eyes right now. Did she really say that? And yeah, I did. But you know what? It is a wonderful time to be accepting of moments, right? So if you got up this morning and you were able to have a cup of coffee and your feet were standing on your very own kitchen floor, you had clean water to fill your coffee pot, you had coffee to put in there, you were able to brew your coffee because you had electricity, you were able to look out onto a yard or a vista, or you could see the sky from where you were standing. Maybe you were watching the sunrise from where you were standing. Maybe you were watching it set from where you were standing. So we have these, if we focus on moments are very innocent, powerful, and rare things. And if we learn to just kind of focus on moments, focus on the now, we will discover, my friends, that we have so many beautiful blessings, so much to be grateful for, so much to love and appreciate and embrace. Guys, these will be going in the shop a little later this afternoon. I've got 4 more to show you today, and then I'll batch them all together and we'll put them in the shop. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at our Traveler's Notebook style flow journals, our little taster journals. They're $25. They're $8.40 to mail. Thanks, y'all. See you soon. Bye.